Hi everyone, I'm Gordon Schrenk with Azamba, and today I'm very excited to share with you a demo of our latest product. This is CRM in a Can, which is a CRM built with Microsoft's Power Apps. This product is a perfect way for small and medium-sized businesses to better manage their sales pipeline and customer touchpoints. So Power Apps is part of Microsoft's Power Platform, which is a low-code suite of apps housed under one Microsoft database to unify all the tools and systems that your team needs to do their job efficiently and effectively. So as your business grows, Microsoft makes it easy to have all of your tools grow with you. And what's really cool about CRM in a Can being built using Power Apps is Power Apps is the exact same interface and design as the full Microsoft Dynamics 365 Sales CRM. So when you are looking at this Power Apps CRM, it's going to look very, very similar to what the full Dynamics CRM looks like. And we've built upon the out-of-the-box Power Apps CRM to give you the tools and features to help you and your team get moving right out the gate, so you don't have to worry about these months of development and customizations that can be very costly with other CRM systems. We are designing this to help you get moving right out the gate, and we are continuously improving this product to make that even easier. Now that we've talked about that, I want to make sure you're in the right place, that we're talking about a tool that's going to be helpful for you by talking about your pain points and the types of problems that you are trying to solve in your day-to-day. So number one, you are looking for ways to better organize your data. You are looking at ways to remove information silos. If you have different people with different databases, different spreadsheets spread all across your company, maybe even spread all across your desk, you're looking for ways to refine that and put that into one centralized place for all of your different salespeople and all of your different departments to be able to access. You're also looking for ways to automate and streamline, and you're looking for ways to do this without breaking the bank. You want to find affordable solutions to make your day-to-day work easier and find ways to minimize the repetitive yet necessary tasks that your team needs to do to accomplish their job. So if this is sounding like you're at the right place right now. And maybe you've used other CRMs in the past. Maybe you've had issues or struggles with that you've seen or that your salespeople have seen. A lot of those problems that you see with other CRMs is that they're very overwhelming, they're cumbersome, they're not usable right out the gate. You might have to hire devs to spend hours, if not days, if not months, customizing these systems, and that can get very expensive. A lot of these tools are overblown with features that, frankly, your business isn't going to use. You don't really need it, but you still have to pay for those tools, right? And so we're trying to make a product that is so super dead easy to use, super accessible, and super affordable, so that your team can get in there, start using it, start seeing the benefits right away, and then iterate and build on that as you understand the tool better and have it grow with your business. So that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the system, take a look at the features that will come with it, and go from there. So the first thing I want to look at is the menu on the side here. We are looking at the dashboards, and we'll talk about these. You can also organize different types of activities for your salespeople, whether that be appointments, tasks, phone calls. You can keep track of all those different types of records in this system. You can keep track of your accounts. So that's going to be the companies that your salespeople are working with day to day. Also the contacts, which are going to be the individual people that work at those companies. The opportunities to measure your sales pipelines that you may have with those different companies you're working with. And we also have cases available. So if you do offer light customer service, you need to support the products and services that you are selling to your customers, you have a way to manage any kind of support requests that come into your company. So first, let's start by looking at these dashboards here. Right now, we're looking at the management dashboard. If I click on here, I also have a out-of-the-box dashboard for salespeople as well. And so this is going to be a way to kind of see high level what my sales reps are doing, what they're working on. So right now I can see different types of opportunities by owner. It looks like Edna K is blasting ahead of Trent Steele right now. Same with all opportunities in the last year, by revenue down here. I have all my opportunities in the last year. I can also see all activities by user in the past year as well. So I can kind of monitor and make sure that my salespeople are using the tool. So if they're struggling, if maybe they're not logging as many opportunities this quarter as they did last quarter, we can hone in on that and have full visibility and be able to identify these red flags before they become real problems, right? And these dashboards are fully customizable too. It works pretty similarly to if you make a chart inside of Excel, a very similar interface to that. So if these modules aren't what you need for your day-to-day, you can fully customize all of these, right? Based on that interface. If I have different views, which we'll be talking about a little bit more later, I can also put those into my dashboards as well. But these should really be designed for what visibility does your management need for your salespeople to help make sure that they're being successful and you're giving them the support that they need. Also, for the salespeople, we have those dashboards available as well. They can look at what kind of activities that they have coming up, what kind of opportunities that they have open, what's been assigned to them, as well as maybe what's expired that they might need to be looking at in the future. And we're constantly looking for ways to improve these dashboards based on customer feedback right out the gate so that you have those tools for your team the second you start using this software. All right, so we're going to do a quick look at the accounts area as well. Right now I'm looking at my accounts. These are accounts that I am the owner of, but if I flip down here, I can switch this to all accounts that we are currently working with. I can look at the prospects too. I can also look at all the prospects that we have in the pipeline, top accounts based on sales data. And so if we look at this right now, we are looking at an accounts view right now. So I see something very similar to how data would be organized in Excel. I can see a list of accounts, their phone numbers, city, etc. And these views are totally customizable. You can set system views so that every single one of your salespeople can access it. But even if I'm just a salesperson and I need to switch this up a little bit, I have full customization available to me as a salesperson. I can stretch or compress these different columns here. I can change the sorting. If I wanted to sort by primary contact, I could do that right here. If I wanted to change which columns I'm seeing in all accounts, I could do that right from here. I can see which ones. Maybe city's not super important for me. I'm just going to go ahead and remove this one. And if I changed my mind, I could go to add columns. And I could add it right back. I can see that there. I also might want to change the filter criteria as well. I can edit my filters right from here. And right now there's no filters on here, but if I wanted to see accounts created on this year, I could do that, and it would filter by only accounts created this year. There's no shortage of ways that you can filter this depending on how your salespeople need to see this data on a day-to-day basis. I can also filter by keyword if I want as well. And if I made a new view and I'm a salesperson and I want to save this for future use, all I have to do is click on this down arrow and click Save as New View. I can even share it with my other users too. So right now I'm going to go into my accounts, and I have a single account in here right now. That's Azamba. I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and now we will be taken to an account form. And we've streamlined this to make it as easy as possible for your salespeople to start using this right away. Every single area on here, every single field is fully customizable, rearrangeable, removable, addable, you name it, you can do it. So what I got here is basic account information right here. I can see the account name, relationship type. Right now, Azamba is in here as a prospect. If they became a customer, I could do that. You can also track different types of accounts as well. Maybe they're a partner we work with regularly. Maybe they're a competitor that I want to keep track of. You can do that on here. And then again, you can go back to the views. You can make a view that just shows partners, a view that just shows competitors. It's super easy to do. But I got all these in here. Right now, they're just a prospect. We're hoping they become a customer. So maybe if I'm a salesperson at this company, maybe there's something I can do about that today. Over here, we also have a keynote. So any important information that I want to make sure I see every time I open this up, I got that right here. I also have a timeline, so I can see a full history of my touch points with this customer. I can even add notes into here. So if I just wanted to add a note, touch base soon, I could just add a quick note here. If I scroll down, I can see if I have any open opportunities with this customer as well. And so, as I said, right now they're a prospect. We're hoping that they become a full customer. So if I'm a salesperson, typically I'm probably going to be interacting with customers in my Outlook. And since CRM in a Can is built on Power Apps made by Microsoft, it's the exact same database that your Outlook is in. So if I wanted to manage this account, add things to this account via Outlook, there's a very, very tight integration that you can do that with. So let's go ahead and take a look. So right now, I actually do have an email from an individual at Azamba. This is Gordon Schrenk. And it looks like Gordon Schrenk wants to meet this week to discuss a new purchase. So that's really great. I want to make sure that I'm following up on this. Maybe I'm on the road. Maybe I can't respond to this email right away. I want to set a reminder to myself. So if I click on the three dots here, I have Dynamics 365 app that is integrated directly into here. So if I click on that, the reason it says Dynamics 365, again, is because this is the exact same plugin that you would use if you had the full Dynamics 365 CRM set up here. So right now, this email is not tracked. It is recognizing the name and the email address of this recipient here. They're not in my system yet. So if I just go ahead and click on this plus right here, add as contact. Okay, it's automatically pulling in first name, last name. It doesn't have the account name in here. So you see right when I clicked on that, I have the option to select Azamba. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I could even create a new record, a new account record right from here if it was a brand new prospect. But we'll go ahead and associate that. We'll create this record, hit save and close. I can see that saved. So even right now, if I go back into CRM in a Can and hit refresh, I can go over here to contacts, and here's Gordon. He's right in here, right? So he's already being tracked. I did that right from Outlook. If I go back to Outlook and, okay, I have this email. I want to make sure I'm saving this record so I can reference it later. All I have to do is set regarding, and we're gonna set it to the customer record here, or the individual. We'll click on that, and now it's tracked. It even says right up here, track to dynamics. If I go back into here, hit refresh. Okay, so right now, because it's tracked to the contact at the account, not only will that email record show in the timeline for the contact, I see that right here. If I click back into the account, it's also tracked into the account as well. If I tracked it to the opportunity, it would do the exact same thing. It would trickle up depending on the hierarchy there. But so now I have this email in here. I know I want to meet with this individual. So what can I do with this? Well, so I think the next step here would be to create a follow-up activity. So I can do that right from here. If I click on this plus, I can create an appointment record, an email record, a task, even if I just need to make a reminder to myself to follow up on this later. And I think that's probably what we're going to do right now. So I'll go ahead and click on task. And I get a nice pop-up. All the information already populates here. Me as the owner, regarding the account, how long I think this will take. So schedule meeting with Gordon. I can even put a due date on here as well. And I could even have a dashboard to show me all the tasks that I have for this week. I could have a module in my dashboard if I was going to be using that day to day. Let's go ahead and set this high priority. So I'll save and close that. Okay, so I have the task record on the account right here. And if I go into my activities, I have my task right here. Perfect. Okay. So let's say I met with Gordon. He's very interested in buying. Now I might want to make an opportunity record so I can track this sales opportunity. I'll go in here. I'll go ahead and click new. And I'll put, this is an opportunity for 30 computers, right? I'll go into here. I'll select Azamba. It's automatically going to filter, because I selected Azamba here, it's automatically going to filter what contacts are at Azamba. We got that. I think this is a pretty hot opportunity right now. I also have the opportunity to track the last phone call or last email I had with this individual, a description of this opportunity. I can talk about what kind of customer needs I've identified here. I can put in additional notes. I can also track the stages of this opportunity. We have lead, proposal submitted, invoice requested, etc., 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 all the way through the pipeline. And I can change these options if these out-of-the-box options aren't the right fit for my sales process. I can change every single one of these options on here to fit it. But right now, let's go with proposal submitted. And what's great about CRM in a can as well is that if I wanted to keep a record of that proposal on the opportunity, all I would have to do is click on Files. And if this was set up for my business, I could upload those documents right into here, and those would be accessible to anyone on my team. And maybe I made the sale already. Maybe my customer is doing great. But maybe, hey, there was a dent on one of my computers. Can you help me out with that? Absolutely. I can go over here to customer service, and we can just do a case on here. So I can track those service issues. Needs one computer replacement, high priority. Here's my customer. Here's my contact. And he requested this via email. And we'll put this in as a problem. And if I needed more description, I could put that in here. But we could save this. And if I wanted to create even more automations, I could set it up so that if a case gets created, it will automatically email this information to the customer so that they know we're looking at it. If this got resolved, I could create another follow-up automation where it automatically emailed that customer and said, hey, your problem was solved. Would you like to tell us about your experience? And we can start to get a better idea of how clean our support processes are, how clean our opportunities are, really whatever you need, right? It's designed to grow with your business. So we've tried to set this up to be as easy as possible for your team. We've tried to make this in a much simpler, much easier to digest tool than the full dynamic CRM. It's also considerably cheaper than the full dynamics. So if you're just starting out with CRM and you want to dip your toes in the water, this is a really great starting point. And if your business starts to grow and you realize, hey, I think we might need something more robust, it is very, very easy to migrate this data that you have in CRM in a can into full dynamics when the time is right for that as well. So that's what I have here today. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our team. I have another video on this page as well that talks about the differences between CRM in a can, Power Apps CRM, and full dynamic CRM. So please check out that video if you want more information on what's the same, what's different, as well as the pricing structure of both. So thank you very much, and we hope to see you soon.